Hi, I'm Faith. We're gonna do a 10-minute weight workout. It's gonna be all on your back. So I'm just lying on my wonderful cushy rug here. I'm gonna put a folded up hand towel under my head because that helps to remind me to just keep my head heavy and my neck easy. So you might want that. I'm using 6-pound weights. I'm well conditioned and I'm used to these exercises. I would suggest that you start with 2 to 3 pound weights unless you are very familiar with doing hand weight workouts. And we're gonna use a timer. So I'm using a Gym Boss timer. It's set at 1-minute intervals, and we'll hear a little noise, we'll hear a little ding after each minute and transition to the next exercise. We're doing 3 exercises. We'll go through all 3, and then we'll do 3 rounds of them, and then we'll have 1 bonus move at the end to make 10 minutes. If you are not feeling the entire minute set, go ahead and rest whenever you need to during the set, and then just pick back up with the exercise, or start back with the next exercise when it's time. So here we go. For our first exercise, I got 1 minute counting down. You're gonna be down on your back. Feet hip distance apart. You're gonna push your hips and the weight straight up towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows back down. Just straight up and back down. Squeeze your butt to lift your hips. Release your butt to go down. Press up and down. Nice and easy through your neck. And you might want to play a little bit with how narrow your feet are, how close they are towards each other, and then also how close they are in towards your body, because each of those little adjustments will change how your hamstrings and your glutes work, and also just how it feels in your knees and in your hips. I suggest finding an exhale to press up, inhale to come down. So all of the exercises are looking to focus on more than one body part. Okay, there's our second exercise. Weights are gonna stay up, legs are gonna come up to tabletop. This is a dead bug exercise, add weights. So one arm reaches long, opposite leg lengthens, back up. Remember, we have a whole minute for this, and we're gonna do 3 sets. So I'm going nice and slow. If you are using weights that feel a little bit on the heavier side for you here, you do not have to go as low with them. So keeping your weight higher off the floor will make the weight feel a little lighter. The ribs are staying down, the spine isn't moving. I'm gonna slightly demonstrate the bad version. So you don't wanna let your ribs pop up as your arm and your leg extend, you keep them down. If you're familiar with this language, you can keep neutral spine, so a little bit of space under your low back. Transitioning to our third exercise. Your lower body is going to twist one direction, your upper body goes the other direction. Really, it's just the arm, not the upper body. So I'm doing that tick-tock roll across my pelvis, squeezing my legs together at tabletop, and counterbalancing with a big, wide, single arm fly. Same cue here, your weight does not have to go as low as mine. Like I said, 6 pounds is really my heavy side for all 3 of these exercises. I could go a little heavier with this one, but I wouldn't want to go any heavier with the previous exercise, so I just picked what works great for both. Just for time efficiency, so just have one set of weights. Don't have to switch weights between exercises. All right, we're back to the first. So elbows bend, hips and weights lift and lower. With this second set, if you feel like this is simple and a type of movement that you're really familiar with, you can make it much more challenging by adding a single leg hip lift and just alternating each time. Press all the way through the the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Arms go fully long and pause for just a split second before you come down. Feel free to stay on 2 legs. Remember, this is the second of 3 sets of the same exercise we're doing. I'm going to finish one more because I started with my right leg lifting. And now we have the weighted dead bug. Legs up in tabletop, arms up, slow and steady. If you do have something under your head, like I do, the little towel, keep it small. Just for when you do those hip lifts, you don't want a whole lot of lift under your head, but just really, you know, the tiniest little bit. Your long sleeve shirt or a hand towel, something that just gives your head a tiny little lift is shouldn't bother your neck when you do the hip lifts, but gives you a nice support. Reminds you to relax your neck when you're doing this type of exercise. Rest whenever you feel like you need to. I'm gonna go all the way through until I hear the signal. There it is. And then go to the twists. Take it slow. Note that my legs are not going that far off center. They're going like a third to halfway to the floor. I'm not going for a big low back cranking twist. I'm just looking to activate my abdominals, particularly my obliques, to draw the legs back to center and find that control. I really like this exercise. It feels great in my body. Feels really like 360 torso work, like full core work through my back, through my sides, through my front. You might let your mouth open if you feel any neck or jaw tension. Just remind yourself to let your head be heavy. Sometimes we try to do this type of work from our neck, which is not fun or efficient, fun or functional. All right, there's the signal. Back to the top already. We've got lift. Remember, both feet stay on the floor or single leg. I'm gonna go back into that marching single leg. So here's where I was saying that you wouldn't want a big boost under your head. Just a little something isn't going to put any more pressure on your neck. The idea with these workouts is that every exercise gets more than one body part, but because we're only doing 10 minutes and we're doing 3 sets of 3 exercises, it is not a complete comprehensive weight workout. You're not hitting every muscle group. I was looking for efficiency. How can we move smoothly without changing weights, without changing positions? I'm gonna do one more to even out my legs, and then dead bug. So we are getting many different shoulder muscles, ab muscles, back muscles, and some leg work with the hip bridges, but just saying, we're not hitting every single muscle group, but we are being very efficient. I like to inhale long and exhale back to center. My elbow is soft, so it's not locked out straight, but it is pretty long. And we twist for the final time. Legs squeeze together. You might even look towards your weight. And back to center. Rolling across your pelvis. Exhaling back to center. Inhaling to the side. This is our 3rd set of our 3 exercises. 3rd exercise, 3rd set. So we're gonna have one bonus exercise after this, just one set, 1 minute to complete our 10-minute workout. I'm feeling, I can't see the clock. I'm feeling like I have time for one more each side. Let's see if my instinct is true. Maybe if oh, look at that. It really was. All right, so legs up, heels together, toes apart. Bend your elbows. You're gonna push up towards the ceiling like you did with the bridge, and then you're gonna lower your arms and your legs as low as you can. Keep your spine long and controlled, and back up. You do one, down and up. And then you do big, long, head easy, abs down, back stays in neutral. So, as your legs go away from you, keep your ribs down, keep your abs down. No thrusting the spine up towards the ceiling to counterbalance. You could also do one leg here. Wonderful option to do one leg. Look straight up towards the ceiling, not down towards your thighs. Your neck is going to prefer that. And that was our signal that we're done, that we're complete. Feel free to hug your knees into your chest, just rock a little bit side to side. And in fact, let's just take a little knees side to side, head the opposite direction. Just taking a really quick moment to congratulate yourself for showing up. Thank you.